Beneath the surface of American life, a crisis is quietly unfolding. It's not always visible to the naked eye, but it's there, woven into the very fabric of our daily routines. Every time we drive to work, turn on a faucet, or flip a light switch, we rely on a vast network of infrastructure that was once the envy of the world. But now, that network is showing its age, and the consequences are becoming impossible to ignore. America's infrastructure, roads, bridges, water pipes, power grids is failing. Decades of underinvestment and deferred maintenance have left these critical systems vulnerable. What was once a symbol of American ingenuity and progress is now a patchwork of quick fixes and temporary solutions, barely holding together under the weight of modern demands. The American Society of Civil Engineers estimates the cost of repair at nearly $4 trillion. That's $4 trillion just to bring our infrastructure up to a state of good repair, not to make it world-class, but simply to stop it from falling apart. It's a staggering sum, but the cost of inaction is even higher. This isn't just about inconvenience. It's a threat to America's economy, security, and global standing. When bridges collapse or water mains burst, businesses grind to a halt, communities are put at risk, and the nation's reputation for reliability takes another hit. Our infrastructure is the backbone of our society, and when it fails, everything else is at risk. The cracks are showing, and the bill is coming due. We can no longer afford to ignore the warning signs. Every pothole, every power outage, every water main break is a reminder that the clock is ticking. Decades of neglect have left the nation patching up the past, while rivals like China build the future. As we struggle to maintain what we have, other countries are investing boldly in new technologies and modern infrastructure, setting themselves up for decades of growth and prosperity. America's once-envied infrastructure is now old, fragile, and unprepared for modern challenges. Our railways, highways, and water systems were built for a different era, and they're struggling to keep up with the demands of a 21st century economy and a changing climate. This isn't just about potholes. It's about losing competitive advantage. When goods can't move efficiently, when people are stuck in traffic, when power grids can't handle new technologies, America falls behind. Our competitors are racing ahead, and we're stuck in neutral. Every day, Americans feel the impact. Longer commutes, water main breaks, power outages. These disruptions aren't just annoyances. They cost billions in lost productivity, damage to property, and even lives. The burden falls hardest on working families and small businesses, who can least afford the setbacks. These aren't isolated incidents, they're symptoms of systemic failure. The problems are widespread, affecting cities and towns across the country, from the largest metropolises to the smallest rural communities. The country that built the Hoover Dam now struggles to keep basic services running. Once, America led the world in engineering marvels and ambitious public works. Today, we're falling behind, unable to maintain the legacy our ancestors built. Meanwhile, China has built high-speed rail, advanced ports, and futuristic cities. Their investments are reshaping the global landscape, attracting business, talent, and innovation from around the world. Beijing sees infrastructure as a strategic weapon in global competition. They understand that whoever builds the best roads, ports, and power grids will shape the future of trade, technology, and influence. Economic power, innovation, and influence are built on these foundations. Without strong infrastructure, America risks losing its edge in everything from manufacturing to national security. By letting its own platform decay, America is falling behind. The world isn't waiting for us to catch up. Every year we delay, the gap widens, and the cost of rebuilding grows. This is a quiet emergency, but the stakes couldn't be higher. Our safety, prosperity, and future depend on the choices we make today. Will we invest in rebuilding, or will we watch our foundations crumble? The risks are here and now, not distant threats. Every day we wait, the danger grows, and the solutions become more expensive and difficult. America's rivals are growing stronger as its own foundations crumble. The world is watching, and the next chapter of global leadership will be written by those who build, not those who delay. The time to act is running out. The $4 trillion price tag is daunting, but the cost of inaction is far greater. America's future depends on whether we rise to meet this challenge. or let the ticking time bomb beneath our feet explode. Good infrastructure is the backbone of a thriving economy. It's the invisible force that shapes our daily lives, often unnoticed until something goes wrong. From the moment we wake up, turn on the lights, and commute to work, to the food we eat and the technology we use, infrastructure is quietly at work behind the scenes. It's the system that moves goods, people, ideas, and capital efficiently. Every product on a store shelf, every package delivered to your door, and every business meeting across continents relies on a vast network of roads, rails, ports, and digital connections working seamlessly together. Every business, from farms using advanced machinery to tech startups powered by high-speed internet, depends on reliable infrastructure. Without it, innovation stalls, productivity drops, and opportunities vanish. There are 4 pillars: transportation, energy, water, and digital connectivity. Each one is essential, and together, they form the foundation of modern society. Efficient roads, bridges, and ports keep commerce moving, allowing businesses to reach new markets and people to access jobs, education, and healthcare. A stable power grid powers everything from factories to homes. It fuels industry, keeps our homes comfortable, and ensures that cities never sleep. Clean water is essential for health and industry. It's the lifeblood of communities, supporting everything from drinking and sanitation to manufacturing and agriculture. High-speed internet is now as vital as electricity. It connects us to information, enables remote work and learning, and drives the digital economy that powers modern life. When these systems work, businesses invest, jobs are created, and prosperity grows. Communities flourish, and people have the confidence to build their futures. This was the model that built America's economic might in the 20th century. Massive investments in infrastructure fueled decades of growth, innovation, and global leadership, but it requires constant investment and care. Infrastructure isn't a one-time project, it's an ongoing commitment to maintenance, upgrades, and modernization. Neglect creates a vicious cycle. Unreliable systems raise costs, slow growth, and reduce tax revenue. When roads crumble or power grids fail, everyone pays the price. Businesses hesitate to invest, and the economy stagnates. Communities lose jobs, and hope fades as opportunities dry up. The invisible engine of prosperity sputters. What once drove progress now becomes a barrier to growth. America perfected this model once, but now it's faltering. The infrastructure that once set the standard for the world is showing its age, and the cracks are starting to show. The cost of inaction is mounting. Every disaster, every failure, is a reminder of what's at stake. Every delay makes the problem harder to fix. The longer we wait, the more expensive and disruptive the solutions become. Infrastructure is not just concrete and steel, it's the foundation of opportunity. It connects people to education, healthcare, and jobs, and it's the platform for dreams and ambitions. Without it, the entire economy feels the strain. When infrastructure fails, society falters, and the promise of prosperity slips further away. America's infrastructure deficit is a daily reality for millions. Commuters lose hours and money to traffic caused by failing roads. Trucking companies face higher costs and broken supply chains. Power grids, built decades ago, are vulnerable to blackouts and extreme weather. Water systems break down, wasting billions of gallons and risking public health. The digital divide leaves rural communities cut off from opportunity. Businesses and families pay the price in lost productivity and limited access. These failures combine to drag down the entire economy. American businesses are less productive and less competitive globally. The slow decay of infrastructure erodes prosperity, one outage and one pothole at a time. America's decline is stark when compared to China's rise. Once the undisputed leader in infrastructure, the United States now finds itself lagging behind. While China surges ahead with breathtaking speed and ambition, the contrast is visible everywhere. From city skylines to the very roads people travel on each day. China has built over 25,000 miles of high-speed rail. America has none. These trains connect cities at speeds Americans can only dream of, making travel faster, more efficient, and more environmentally friendly. In China, entire regions are linked by a web of modern railways transforming the way people live and work. Modern airports, ports, and highways give China a competitive edge. Their infrastructure is designed for the future, supporting rapid economic growth and seamless global trade. Automated ports and sprawling highways keep goods and people moving at an unprecedented pace. The port of Shanghai handles more cargo than all U.S. ports combined. It's a symbol of China's logistical might, efficiently moving products to every corner of the globe and reinforcing its status as the world's factory floor. China leads in 5G, fueling innovation in AI and autonomous vehicles. This next-generation connectivity powers smart cities, advanced manufacturing, and a new era of technological breakthroughs, putting China at the forefront of the digital revolution. Other nations, like South Korea and Germany, invest strategically in infrastructure. They recognize that modern roads, railways, and digital networks are the backbone of a thriving economy and a prosperous society. They see it as a way to attract investment and create jobs. New projects spark innovation, draw global business, and improve quality of life for their citizens, ensuring long-term competitiveness. America's approach is piecemeal and underfunded, plagued by political gridlock. Projects stall for years, mired in bureaucracy and partisan battles, while the nation's infrastructure continues to age and deteriorate. U.S. infrastructure gets a C- grade. Decades of neglect have left roads, bridges, and public transit in disrepair, threatening safety and economic growth. This isn't the profile of a global leader. It's a nation living on borrowed time. Without bold action, America risks falling even further behind, losing its edge in a rapidly changing world. The divide is not just physical, but a gap in ambition and strategy. It's a story of vision versus complacency, and the choices made today will shape the world of tomorrow. The infrastructure gap drives jobs and innovation overseas. Businesses go where logistics are reliable and costs are low. Semiconductor plants need stable power and water. America is losing out to Taiwan and South Korea. Smart infrastructure attracts high-tech industries and research. Even small businesses struggle when transport and connectivity fail. Infrastructure decay is a hidden tax, strangling America's economic dynamism. Underinvestment creates a self-perpetuating cycle. Deferred maintenance leads to faster decay and higher costs. As infrastructure fails, productivity drops and tax revenues stagnate. Tight budgets mean more cuts to long-term projects. The cycle repeats. Decay, stagnation, less investment. Meanwhile, countries that invest see compounding benefits, growth, jobs, and innovation. America is living off the capital of past generations. Breaking the cycle requires a commitment to long-term strategic investment. Why has America allowed this decline? Politics. Short election cycles favor quick wins over long-term projects. Infrastructure has become a partisan battleground, not a national priority. Funding is driven by political influence, not strategic need. The private sector can't build public goods like bridges or water systems alone. Other nations have clear long-term strategies. America lacks consensus and vision. The crisis is not just about concrete but about political will. Without leadership and unity, the decay will continue. Decline isn't inevitable. America can rebuild. It starts with a national strategy, driven by data and clear priorities. Focus on modernizing ports, highways, the power grid, and closing the digital divide. Combine public and private investment, streamline permitting, and encourage cooperation. Federal, state, and local governments must work together. Infrastructure renewal requires unity and vision. This is the path to renewed competitiveness and prosperity. Infrastructure reflects a nation's character and priorities. America's decay tells a story of neglect and lost ambition. The $4 trillion crisis is a challenge to America's identity and future. The choice: accept decline or rebuild and lead again. Rebuilding isn't partisan, it's patriotic. A national program would create jobs, boost innovation, and restore purpose. The question is one of will. Do we have the courage to invest in ourselves? The need is undeniable, the opportunity immense. Other nations have shown what's possible with vision and commitment. Now it's America's turn to build a future worthy of its past.